The KelTec PR-5.7 pistol. About a year ago, this gun came out at the SHOT Show. It's another unique design by KelTec, innovative, new, and the whole concept is different, okay, for a concealed carry firearm. Alright, but before we get into it, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you could, become a member, help the channel's algorithm out. Alright, so I wanted to pick this gun up, and in this video, this segment of it, I'm going to talk about influencers, YouTube influencers, and getting ripped off and price gouging. Now, we all remember back during the last panic when a box of 9mm shells that cost about $9 before the panic ended up going up to $80. Primers went from $30 for 1,000, a carton of 1,000, to $180 at the height of it for a carton of 1,000. Okay. Well, this pistol, kind of the internet and everything is reminiscent of what the panic buying was and how people try to kind of screw you over, and I'll explain what KelTec did because obviously this upset them and they've changed how you can purchase their products. Alright, I'll give you a close-up of this pistol. When these came out, alright, it was something new, and the way KelTec did it in the past, like with their 22 Magnum pistol, they announced it, made a few of them, then didn't produce them for a while, and then put them back in production. Well, this one, when it came out, they announced at the SHOT Show that within a month or two they will be shipping them out of their factory. So, and that was true. Now, the MSRP on this handgun, okay, the MSRP, what the manufacturer suggests the maximum price should be, was 400 units, okay? So, that's not a bad deal. That's pretty fair for what this gun is, and I think 400 units is a reasonable price, okay? So, what happened? Well, within a month or so, you've seen them on the internet everywhere for 700 units. Yes, when I first went looking for this, right when they were announcing it, and all the videos from the 2005 SHOT Show were out there, and everyone was talking about this gun and its new design, this 400 unit gun hit the street at 700 units. So, the scalpers were out because it was new, it was hot, and all of the influencers. Now, these are people who probably are given this gun. This is something new, something highly unusual. So there were a lot of people demonstrating this particular handgun, shooting it, discussing it. Now, I've heard, and it's been a year. It took me a year, okay, as far as the internet price. Now, I don't know if I walked into a big box store if they would be asking 700 units. But on all the ones, a lot of the guns I buy are from a lot of the internet sellers. So, the price went, mid-year, they were dropping it down, on sale for 625 units, 600 units. Then towards the fall, got down to 500 units. And then, after the end of the year, beginning of this year, it's at its MSRP on most places that you look for 400 units. It took a year for it to be at its max retail price. I found this by chance just cruising around. It wasn't an email or a notice or a sale, but I found this on a website for 340 units. So that's why I snagged it finally, because I wanted to do a review of this gun and I wanted to discuss it. Now, why does this happen? Okay, we'll go into that. Well, I believe it's kind of how things go is a lot of people want to sell these guns. Not so much KelTec. I am not blaming KelTec for this, because I'll tell you how they kind of change things to stop this type of nonsense. See, KelTec, you know, when he puts its MSRP on there, they're selling that, you know, for less to the dealers. That's a suggested price. The dealer wants to go the full, you know, full yard and go with the MSRP, but generally KelTec is not getting that extra 300 units they're tacking on at all. Okay, so this is the way the system is. Things are slow, the panic's gone, nobody's, you know, jacking up their prices, so you get your influencers. This is a hot item. You get one of these in everybody's hands and you tell them to do a 500,000 round thing. They donate the ammo, donate everything, because they've ordered, you know, 50 of these and they got to move them out. So you want the internet exposure. And I've been watching all these videos, okay, because I am interested in this gun. It is something new and unusual, you know, and that's why I want to review it on my channel. Okay, but not for 700 units. All right. So this is like a racket that, you know, the YouTube influencers and people just putting stuff out there. And even though a lot of these people that do this, like I said, I'm not giving anything. I'm not giving the ammo. I'm not giving the gun. I'm not obliged to water down my comment, because there have been a lot of there's been a lot of negative stuff, and even some of the people I believe that are kind of being given a gun, even though they put somewhat of a negative slant to it, it's watered down. It's not as sharp or critical as somebody that, you know, an individual that gets a bad gun, does a review, and I mean it's a scathing one, more, you know, they're telling you the gun's junk. Okay? And, you know, this is, it's not good. You know, I don't agree with it. I don't think it's fair to the consumer or the people out there. But so much so that this year KelTec came out with another pistol in this line. I guess they're designing these guns around this rotary barrel and a lightweight compact thing. They have another one that came out this year that is way smaller than this and is a 380 with a 10 round, you know, stripper clip fed type of design like this. But also, if you watch the videos, KelTec has said that if you wish to buy this gun or the new one, which are available on their website, you can directly go to KelTec, just like if I went to any of the online people selling guns, okay, and I can order this, pay for it, send my FFL, transfer FFL there, and it'll be shipped from KelTec to my dealer. And it is at the MSRP, not 200-300 units more, at what they specify their MSRP of 400 units are. They also have like a combo kit where they include a holster and some extra stripper clips for these guns. You need these things, you know, like 5 of them or something, 5 stripper clips or whatever, and you know, a package deal with a holster designed specifically for these guns, because they're somewhat unusual, and I don't think there's anything out there on the market similar to it where this will easily fit into a holster of another model. Okay, and I just wanted to get that out in the first video because I have run into a few issues with this gun, even though I like it and I want to test it, but I'm going to do an honest, fair review, and I'm going to tell you right out of the gate, I had some issues yesterday trying to get a video done. But this is the first one in the series, and this is the one about the scalping and getting ripped off by influencers and, you know, unfair business practice, put it that way. You know, and another thing, this gun here has come down in a year, down to the MSRP. The hype is over. And I'm wondering, you know, are we going to find it in the bargain bin, much like this other KelTec pistol, which I do like this. This is a P15 9mm. But this gun, when it came out, the MSRP was like 450 units. I bought this thing for 230 units. In a bargain basement sale 2 or 3 years after this gun came out. So is this KelTec gun going to end up in the same boat? You know, another 2 years from now you're going to be buying these for, you know, 300 units or less, 280 units or something on sale? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, thank you and stay tuned.